This is RyanisWar with our Royal Rumble review. I have to say it was a great show. At 8 out of 10. Yeah, definitely. It's one of WWE's better pay-per-views. I have to actually give a lot of credit to them actually stepping up for once. You know, the Royal Rumble's not exactly great all the time, but go ahead it to them. They trolled us as well with a few spots. Remember with John Cena and Nakamura and Roman Reigns. You know, it kind of made out like, alright, we're not giving you what you want, you know. And to be honest, in my predictions video, I did say that I actually thought Nakamura, he was my pick originally from before SummerSlam. But because they wasn't doing much with him, I just thought, nah, you know what I mean? So I just thought, let me just go with the obvious with Reigns. But, you know, I should have stuck to my gut, should have stuck with Shinsuke Nakamura, but great match. I've got to say it. But for me, the person that stole the Rumble was Finn Balor. He did tremendous. Starting off with Rusev. I got to say, man, if that doesn't prove to anyone that Finn Balor can't do nothing, this proves it. So we'll go straight into the Raw Tag Team title match with the Bar against Jordan and Rollins. You know, pretty much what I kind of predicted, but even though I said it might carry on to the next pay-per-view, they still kind of went with the idea that I pretty much said. Unless, you know, you want to talk head injuries instead of a knee, which I said, but whatever. But it was a good showing from Seth Rollins, like, you know, 2-on-1, big strong dudes like Cesaro and Sheamus. And to be honest, like Jason Jordan, well, even though in real life he's injured, in storyline, him and I guess Sheamus, but I'll get to, Sheamus actually, I ain't gonna get to that. Pretty much I'll cover it now. During the Royal Rumble match, we had Sheamus come out and pretty much got eliminated straight away. So that didn't really do much for him, but, you know, character-wise. But, you know, he was pretty much healthy throughout that match. The reason why Jordan didn't really do much in this match, obviously Cesaro Irish whipped him outside the ring. His head hit the post. But a few problems with that, I felt, you know. I kind of felt it was a bit overselling. Like, 1 minute he was by the ring post where he got hurt, and then the doctors come out, and then he kind of just told him no, shoving him away and stuff. And then the camera kind of cut back into the ring. And then a couple minutes later, you see Jordan all the way by the ramp, like, on the floor. I kind of was like, why is he over there? I thought it was a bit weird. But played out exactly how it was. Jordan tagged in, Rollins tagged in, and then Jordan just said, nah, I can't do anything, just tag back out. Rollins pretty much just got dominated for the rest of the match, and then we have new tag team champions. So what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw? Let's see. This should be very interesting. But like I said, this is going to be a different build to WrestleMania, if it's actually going to be Seth versus Jordan. But I'm pretty not. I'm really not looking forward to it, if that's the case. But, you know, the show must go on. So, couple matches I'll quickly bring up that I didn't get a chance to watch. I didn't get a chance to see the Usos against Gable and Benjamin. Long story short, was on my way home. I kind of had a friend who FaceTimed it to me before I even got home, and yeah, they fell asleep, so that didn't help. Anyways, from what I've been told, it was a good match and a very decisive victory for the Usos. So I was wrong with that. I thought they were gonna go in a different direction, but meh, it's alright. You know what I mean? Because again, Gable and Benjamin, you know, they're only starting to really come out and do stuff now, promos and stuff. But you know, give it time. We'll see what happens. The kickoff match I did not see, so I can't even talk about any of those matches, unfortunately. I just heard Gallows and Anderson beat the Revival No, actually, no. The Revival beat Gallows and Anderson. My bad. So it doesn't look that bad from my last video when I was pretty much, you know, saying the Revival was the new Ascension, because it did pretty much plan out like that at Raw 25, but they got a win back, so I guess it doesn't look that bad, but eh, I'm not convinced. We'll see what happens. What else? What else happened? So we'll just get right into the WWE title match. Again, I didn't get to see much of this. What a review video this is, eh? But from what I saw, it was pretty much a standard match. The finish with Kevin Owens apparently being the illegal man, and I saw the segment where Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were pretty much pitching to Shane McMahon about being screwed over and over and over. So this storyline is not over. So AJ retains, and we're getting Shinsuke versus AJ at WrestleMania. So that should be very, very interesting. I can't wait for that one. How enthusiastic am I? But I'm tired as hell. So let's get into the Women's Royal Rumble match. This match, I gotta say, I'm glad they put it last because, for like the legends that came back, Trish, Beth Phoenix, Jacqueline, the Bella Twins came back, both of them. Yes, Brie Mode, that annoying music came back. Yeah. We saw, who else came back? Lita, of course. Molly Holly came back. Michelle McCool had a dominating appearance, taking out a lot of women. Kelly, Tori Wilson. If I'm forgetting someone, I'm sorry. But it was a very good match. I have to say, like Sasha Banks, like she just looked like she did a heel turn in that match. She seemed very devious in that. Obviously, we had Corey Graves to help, just basically just trashing her, man. Like on commentary, I gotta say, big up to Corey Graves. He did a very good job on that. He made me laugh a couple times. I'll tell you why, especially because of the title match. But we'll get into that in a sec. So with this, Asuka obviously winning. It was down to her and Nikki Bella, and Asuka remains undefeated. Even though if she was still eliminated, it wouldn't have looked that bad. She still would have been undefeated regardless. So not too bad. We had Charlotte and Alexa Bliss sitting at ringside. We had Stephanie McMahon on commentary. Didn't really do much. She didn't really say much personally. I think she was just kind of overwhelmed at the fact that the women are actually having a Royal Rumble and so and so. Look how long it took for them to get there, which is good though. But she didn't really do much. I gotta be honest, but that's just my opinion. So we get to Asuka in the middle of the ring with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. Who did she pick? All of a sudden, out comes Ronda Rousey. A lot of reports, like I said in the last video, that she was gonna come down. She came down. Pretty much the fans just popped. Everybody popped, and just having a stare down, tried to shake Asuka's hand. Asuka slapped it away. So right now, all we know is Ronda is challenging someone for their title at WrestleMania, but we don't know who. We still didn't get a pick from Asuka on who she's gonna fight for the title. So that's gonna be very interesting. Boy, now let's get into the Universal title match. I gotta say, it's one of the best matches I've seen in a while. We had the triple threat. We have the champion Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. Like I said, Kane wasn't really gonna do much in this match. He was just there to take the fall. Dominating performance by both Strowman and Lesnar. They were tearing each other apart. It was ridiculous. We had Strowman get F5'd through the announce table, and Kane. There was one point where Brock Lesnar even dashed the bloody announce table onto Strowman. Looked like he went right on his face. All you hear is Corey Graves saying, "He's dead." I popped for that. That reminded me of JR in Hell in a Cell with Mankind and Taker. That made me laugh. But, you know, also to that, I can't forget this incident where Strowman basically had Lesnar, well, was picking him up in a situation, and he kneed him right in the side of the face. And when I mean it looked like Brock snapped, he snapped. The guy quickly just right in his face. He just lost it, man. I thought that shit was funny. But a lot of table spots, Braun Strowman. But the finish was alright. Kind of, I just really felt it should have been a bit longer. Maybe because the match was so good, I was so engrossed in it. I actually thought it should have went longer. But you know, Brock retains F5 and Kane on the chair. What can I say? Strowman remains looking strong. Of course, he was pushed out. He was outside the ring when the F5 was delivered to Kane. And Strowman was not happy. He told Brock it's not over. So what's gonna happen with this? Maybe Mania. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But pretty much, like I said, the show, I definitely say it was 8 out of 10. A few more bad points I'll bring up. So, you know, we saw, going back to the Men's Royal Rumble, you know, we saw a few people to come. We saw the Hurricane come back. You know, we saw Adam Cole appear from NXT. We saw the NXT champion, Cien Almos. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, forgive me. You know, we saw a couple people come in. It was decent. The women, for me, the women's match was better. Slightly. Because of the history of the women. You know, growing up, watching them, as well as the men, but there weren't really much legends in that ring for the Men's Rumble that I could say, yeah, I saw them start. Like, I saw the Hurricane start, but like, it wasn't the same if you was watching WWE, so I'm sure a lot of people can understand where I'm coming from. But I have to talk about this. Dolph Ziggler. Now, this kind of pissed me off. Now, right, so we knew Ziggler wasn't really getting pushed like that. We knew he was doing basically jobbing, you know, helping the younger talent go up, as you do, right? Pay your dues for the business. Last time we saw him, he relinquished the title, the United States Championship, when, to be honest, when it was Corbin versus Bobby Roode versus Ziggler, I'm sure a lot of people were thinking either Corbin was going to retain and Bobby Roode was going to win the title. A lot of people ripped Ziggler off. Right, so we won the title, right? And then 2 nights later on SmackDown, he drops the title and walks off. We don't see him again. He comes back in the Royal Rumble, number 30. Couple super kicks here, couple super kicks here, an elimination or two, and that is it. Like 4 or 5 minutes of Dolph Ziggler. What the fuck was that? That was stupid. That didn't make no sense. I felt they kind of just made Dolph Ziggler look even bad. And I like Dolph Ziggler. I'm a fan of Dolph Ziggler. They just made him look shit, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Is this guy even staying here? Like, if he's not, he shouldn't be treated like that. I'm sorry, but that's just fucked up. That's real fucked up. But again, that was the review of RyanisWar. Stay tuned this week for more videos on WWE. And guys, take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe.